Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football. Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. It's another day at the World Cup in Qatar. It's another day of shocks. This is what happens in this competition. This competition has been very interesting, to say the least. And surprise after surprise after surprise. We have good news for the continent of Africa. We've got weird news over with the Netherlands not getting a result that they would like against Ecuador. And we've got Wales, who I described yesterday as a team where I thought they would show that spirit and they would show that I don't want to be a passion merchant, but I did say technically they're not very gifted. It's just they get themselves aligned because they've got a nice group that play for each other. Watching Iran was like watching what Wales did against the United States, if not more, actually. Iran today came out with a point to prove, and all credit to Iran. They deserved every single bit that they got from that game. Wales losing 2-0 to Iran. And some are going to say, oh yeah, but you know, it's because Wales went down to 10 men. Well, I don't know why Hennessy wanted to sign up for Kung Fu lessons. Or I don't know if he watched Eric Cantona's kick from back in the day before the game started. Or at half time, he came across something on TikTok of Eric Cantona doing that kick over the board. I don't know what he was thinking. But you could even hear the commentators saying, look, I don't care how Welsh you are. It's all day long a clear red card. Hennessy was, I don't know what he was on or what he was thinking. Absolutely ridiculous challenge. Unnecessary challenge. Did not need to be done. And they go down to 10 men, even with 11. Iran were the team with the chances. Iran were the team with the ball. They were trying to control the game. Despite parts of the game where Wales were on the offensive, Iran managed to defend very well. They were containing themselves very well. They were taking the ball off Wales very well. And they were moving forward very well. Completely different Iranian team to the one that we saw against England. Or I don't know if it was just the circumstances that England brought to the game. England maybe killed the game too early. Maybe they caught them off guard. Maybe they hit them way too much too soon. Possibly. Wales, they allowed it to go on. Iran grew with confidence. And going into the second half with 4 minutes to go, as soon as Hennessy gets sent off, Iran are like, yo, send all the weapons that we have and let's go and get this win with a few minutes left. As soon as the stoppage time comes up, boom, it's a wrap. 98 minutes it takes for Iran to score. And what a goal. Chesney scores an absolute belter from outside the box with the side of his foot kind of half side, half lace. Slight bend on it around the defenders into the bottom corner with all that power. Beautiful finish. Beautiful finish. World Cup worthy finish. And then we get Rezain. I'm going to say his name correctly. Rezain or Rezian. That geezer, right? The Iranian guy that scored the second goal. Taremi giving him the assist. But the little cheeky dink, I think the confidence was high at that moment, but they hit a nice attack, managed to get more men on the offense, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, defender coming across, nice little dink into the net, 2-0. Beautiful. Wales are in danger now. Wales are in danger. And we'll see what happens tonight with England and the USA. But this could be set up to be one hell of a last game of the group stage if we were to have Iran versus USA to see who goes through. I mean, that would be ridiculous. Wales now have to beat England, whether they like it or not, to reach the last 16. Well, actually, tell a lie. Actually, no, they have to. I've just realised they have to beat England, and they have to hope that actually Iran and the USA draw, or if anything, USA win and Wales go on goal difference. That's the only logical way of Wales getting through the group. But right now, it means that in the last game, depending on what England do tonight against the United States, we could have a decider of Iran versus the USA. I mean, you might as well call Joe Biden and call, I don't know, who's in charge of Iran nowadays. It seems to, I don't know, the news don't really portray a good image of Iran. Let's just put that out there. So I don't really know. But you might as well call them because everything politically is going to lead to this game, isn't it? You're just going to look at this game and go, yeah, this could be the beginning of World War III if we're being really, really crazy. I mean... Iran versus USA for the place in the last 16 could happen, but we'll see what happens with England and USA tonight. But congratulations to Iran. They deserved it. They were phenomenal and fantastic. Let's move to Mama Africa. Mama Africa. Africa's first win. Senegal have done it. And I did say they were going to do it. I mean, it's Qatar. But fair play to Qatar. They scored. Qatar scored a goal. Brilliant. It was a good goal too. Ball into the box. Nice little header. Yeah, fantastic. Cool goal. But Senegal taken advantage of a mistake in that first half where Dia pounces, slots it into the bottom corner. Now, before that, there was a debatable penalty. Similar circumstances to how Ronaldo got the penalty against Ghana. Right? Realistically, it's not a penalty. But you can see why it's given. When there's contact and the player puts his leg in a position and there is contact and he goes down to the ground, the referee sees it on VAR and can't really debate it because only then he's trying to base his opinion. Well, he's trying to base his decision on an opinion where he goes, I think he put his leg there on purpose. I think he made a meal out of it. But the evidence in front of you shows you that there was contact. That's my point from the Ronaldo thing yesterday, and I think the same today, although today it wasn't given. With the Qatari player going to the ground before Senegal scored the first, it wasn't given. So, anyway, Senegal take advantage though. Poor defensive mistake. Horrific defending from Qatar. And Dia slots it in to make it 1-0. We resume into the second half, and it doesn't take long before a corner into the box. And Diédhiou, nice little header into the left-hand side of the net. Beautiful header. I love headers like that. I love a header like that where it comes across and they manage to position their entire body to send it into the far corner. I love those sort of headers. Brilliant goal. 2-0. It's done at that point. But consolation, Qatar get one, and it's Montari. And you never thought that Qatar would actually score. Now, despite them practically being eliminated from this competition now, mathematically it's not done yet. It will be. If we're being completely... Actually, no, it is done. I've just seen Netherlands, Ecuador meant that it's done. Qatar have been eliminated. So there we are. No surprise. But Senegal are in for a chance now. And as I've said, we'll get to that at the end when I mentioned Netherlands, Ecuador. But Senegal kill it off with the third goal from Dieng and a very, very, very nicely worked goal. Nice little bit of skill as well. Gets onto the right-hand side. Ball comes in, beautifully picked out, and Dieng slots it in to make it 3. Icing on the cake. So Senegal get Africa's first win at this competition, and I'm very, very happy for Senegal. It's now going to be a war in the final game, isn't it? It's going to be a case of Ecuador and Senegal to see who goes through. So right now, technically, if we're being honest, I don't think there's a way that both Ecuador and Senegal can both go through. Can they both go through? I'm looking at this group and I don't see it. If Qatar done the unthinkable and beat the Netherlands, Netherlands still go through if Senegal beat Ecuador. And if they draw, well, Senegal don't go through. And if Ecuador win, well, the Netherlands go anyway. So I think the Netherlands are in the last 16, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's done. But talking about the Netherlands, they drew 1-1 with Ecuador. And Enner Valencia sustains a very bad injury. Aggravates a previous injury, comes off, and it's not looking good. But they start off the game, the Netherlands, in fantastic form, fantastic shape. Gakpo on the left-hand side of the 18-yard box smashes it into basically what was a top corner. Beautiful finish. Assist from Klaassen, similar to the first game. And throughout, Netherlands started the first half very, very well. Ecuador then begin to get themselves back into the game. They start to impose themselves a little bit more. Couple of chances. It gets into the second half after losing 1-0 at half-time. And Enner Valencia immediately gets Ecuador back on the list. Tapping, albeit, but gets them back on the score sheet, and it's 1-1, and it finishes that way. The Netherlands don't really get to impose themselves in the second half like I thought they might. I did predict yesterday that it would finish 2-1. I thought if this were to happen that the Netherlands would still have enough quality to get them over the line, and they didn't. And the Valencia did come off with that injury, and it's not looking good. I predict that his World Cup could be over. There is a doctor that comes on Twitter who is a high performance and sports doctor, and it has a very good eye for where he sees sportsmen pick up injuries and kind of has an idea of what's happened based on their movement, based on what they're holding, based on their pain, based on all of those signals. And he says Enner Valencia getting treatment to his right knee aka the Spray, stretchered to sideline and walked to the bench. Came off versus Qatar with a knee injury. He was taped right below the knee today. Goes without saying, critical to Ecuador's hopes. So that last final game, I don't think he's going to feature, and that's going to be a blow because he's their talisman. He's their main player. And Senegal already don't have Mane. This is going to give Senegal some encouragement. So it's going to be a very interesting final day in Group A where we see who goes with, I predict, the Netherlands, if they got already through, Ecuador or Senegal. So we'll see. But there we are. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. And I will see all of you for the preview to tomorrow's games as well as the review for England versus the USA later tonight. Keep your eyes peeled for that one and I'll see you then. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. I'll see you later. In a bit, people. Take care and peace.